Joining me now, Gina Loudon, political analyst, member of the President's Media Advisory Board, and the author of Mad Politics, which we recommend to you highly. Also with us, New York Post columnist, Fox Business contributor, Michael Goodwin. Good to see you, and you're welcome, Gina. Let's start out with the president as the focal point of this left-wing propaganda blitz. They have taken this thing to a new level, they being the radical Dems and the left. Where is the Republican leadership, as I asked Matt Gaetz, who is one of the president's great defenders and one of his great advocates?
That's the question that so many of us have been asking for so long, Lou, and I would submit that that's part of the reason Republicans elected this president. They were tired of a Republican establishment that just continued to cower every time another accusation was thrown at them and just continued to take a backseat while the Democrats, I always say this, while the Democrats circle wagons, Republicans tend to circle fire. I hope that we can be visionary and we can change that for the election in 2020 because we're going to have to. Yeah,
I hope that that the Republican Party can be a party of street fighters and get down just as dirty as the Democrats. I mean, we were watching, what was it, 40 races almost just thrown away in the weeks after the election, not right. It was, the voting continued. It's like Stalin said, you go ahead and vote. I'll do the counting. Right. Yeah. Michael, let's turn to this issue of the president being the focal point now of this attack because the radical Dems, didn't get what they wanted from the special counsel. Now they're manufacturing this propaganda and nonsense. What should the Republicans be doing about it? And where are Mitch McConnell, his leadership team, and the Speaker of the House and his?
Well, also you've got a multiplication of the prosecutors now. This focus now of the Southern District here in New York, which took the Cohen matter. And I should note that after President Trump appointed someone to be the U.S. attorney in that Southern District, that person was forced to recuse himself by Rod Rosenstein. Mm-hmm. So really what you have is you have the Democrats.
Who is the only man who does not recuse.
That's right. So what you have is you have the Democratic holdovers who are running this case, and they clearly, when you read their sentencing memo on Cohen with campaign finance, they make it sound like the holy grail of government, that any Well,
Obama, for example, would never have violated campaign finance laws.
Oh, no.
Oh, did he really?
He got off with a fine, right?
Yeah, $375,000.
So, but I think that the tone...
Very quietly, yes, snuck it in.
And the tone of that speech-making in that sentencing memo is all about a partisan tone.
Where is the border wall, Gina, and why is this president reluctant? And why is the Republican leadership reluctant to fund a lousy $5 billion for a $25 billion wall? And the Dems are so cocky about it all, they're insulting the president with a $1.5 billion offer, so long as, just like Paul Ryan did, that money doesn't go to build a wall.
Well, the Democrats might want to wake up, and it wouldn't hurt the Republicans to wake up to the fact as well that it is this precise issue that elected this president. Americans are sick and tired of crime being committed on them, and this is, let's never forget, namely, the crime impacts the legal immigrant communities in the United States, and the people are not going to sit still for this. So both Republicans and Democrats better wake up to this. But here's the fact, Lou. The Democrats have really a mental block to this because they've realized Americans won't vote for them. They're desperate to import voters, and that's why they won't agree to anything.
Michael, the wall with that is the shutdown come 21 December. Right. The president, should he shut down the government if they don't deliver the wall? Look, and by the way, I'd rather he insist on $25 billion. If you're going to shut down the government, get $25 billion and tell them to go to hell.
You know, Lou, if you dropped in from outer space and you looked at the structure of our government, you would say that, gee, the Democrats must control Congress. They have played a very weak hand, just as the Republicans have misplayed a strong hand. Yes.
Shut it down.
Yeah, look, at some point, the wall has to matter.
It absolutely does, particularly since it's the foundation of this presidency and his campaign. Gina Loudon, Michael Goodwin, thank you both for being here. It's going to be an interesting, remainder of this year and next year. Up next,